Hello, everyone. I hope everybody's day, night is going well. Um, I don't know how long this is going to be, but anyway, I'll get right into it. With all my videos, I spoke about you need to walk with the light, have faith, don't give up on, God, spirit, our ancestors, angels, etc. Um, and I also said they've been giving all kinds of signs to let you know, answers, let you know they are all around. Um, I also said God chose ones who are strong to be able to give truth and messages to guide others, you know, to fight in the battles and much more. God also gave everyone, you know, as I said, a special gift and purpose that fits each of us, whatever that may be. But then you get ones also say there's no God, spirit, ancestors, etc. They also say they don't see us, they don't hear us, you know, what are they doing? They're not helping, etc. So why should we believe, have faith and, you know, God and all of them don't exist? And then they tell others the same thing, and it just continues. There's no such thing. Okay. And I also been saying you need to walk with the light and choose which side. So, to clear everything up, all that saying, God and everybody that I said and etc. don't exist. Then whatever you do don't exist yeah exist either, right? They don't exist. What you do don't either. I'll put it this way. Since telling you, and it's not just me saying it, that God and etc., the ones that believe, you know, instead of us saying, oh, they got us out of all kinds of things. You don't believe that. So I can put this up because I got the confirmation, what I was thinking of explaining to, put it up, but never did. So I guess this is the time. This is how it goes. To know. Number 1, why you don't believe. Number 2, why you're not getting answers. 3, why you really don't want to hear the truth, and much more. 4, why you don't think God and everyone don't exist. Now think about it. Let's take what everyone does, as a profession, a hobby, or just you as a person. Start with number 1, believe. A lot don't believe every person's profession isn't important to their standards. It's not important because to them it's not really work, or it's not hard to do. I mean, Number 2, answers. No one's looking to ask what kind of services or whatever you do. They're not asking. And you're not putting out what you do. Number 3, truth. No one don't want the truth because, well, they probably never got it. And truth also gets you to know how to do something, well, legally, first of all, and know to recognize around you. Gets you to move on, to better yourself. And also, what is told to you, for years, that you hid your true self all the way in the back of your mind. So if you ignore it, that self, it can't push through and get rid of, what's not good for you and come to the front, as I've been saying, to protect you. Because you don't like change. And don't want to and don't know what you will be like or how it will be. Well, that's why you need to give yourself positive thoughts and create your own you. With, you know, the help of your higher self that's all the way in the back that I've been saying to bring forward, that knows who you are and wants to tell you all about it because they lived through it. They know what we want. They know how to solve everything you're going through now and what you did. I mean, you made it to now. You got through it. Did you solve it? That was you, well, your higher self, working their butt off, and spirit and everybody trying to get through to you to get through it. That's why we say you have another chance when you wake up in the morning to correct and continue to make it better each and every day. Number 4, don't exist. Take yourself. You don't exist because you're in the back, or ones don't know you. So they don't want to keep you there. I mean, so they want to keep you there. They don't want to get to know you. So some say you won't amount to anything, and etc. I'm not going to go there, don't want to bring things up. That's why you continue to not only, not to prove, to show them that you can take all the negative, what you've been told, and change it to positive. I can do this. I will amount to something. That's what I'm talking about. You change it. This way, more you hype up yourself, more of yourself pushes through and gets rid of all whatever fog, negativity, and keeps on pushing through. Professions don't exist because, again, they don't do it. And the ones that we're saying professions don't exist, because they don't know how to do it. They don't know how. So to them, it's not important. And you don't advertise it. So with the examples that I gave, is everyone's answers to why it said that God, Spirit, our ancestors, and everything, Mother Nature, the universe, etc., don't exist. Now, for that, I know ones will get it, what I'm saying. But for the ones that don't, still don't, why God and etc. don't exist, I'll tell you. Well, for one, people don't like to hear the truth. You don't want to know. And you're clouded, with fog. One's controlling. All the lies. And much more, which I'm not going to, say. And I already mentioned in other videos. You are also told if you do something, because if you don't, you will go to blank double L. Meaning they put fear in you. Like if you don't do something, that God will punish you. And the lies, to, convince you to do what they wanted and made you think, oh, it's not harming anybody. It's legal. They know better than I do. There's a long list. You can figure it out. Ancestors were not a thought. Because no one didn't want to, get to know them, about them. Some got, they are only in the grave. They don't go anywhere. They're just in the grave. And, God was only brought up, well, to go to church. But then, well, if you don't do this, you're going to go to, like I said, but the thing is, it was always told you know, what Lucifer does. And still not really told, like how to prevent. How to show not to be afraid, you know. Things like that. Some were told, oh, yeah, to get anything quicker or whatever, you know, Lucifer, will give it all to you. But they didn't say that Lucifer, that it's temporary. Meaning, if you didn't sign the contract or whatever, how you want to say it, that if you didn't do something or whatever, that, all the entities, him, will go right back to you and collect. You know, God wasn't, spoken about like what he can do, with him being there, watching over us, sending our spiritual team, which a lot don't know that all of us have a spiritual team or spiritual person guiding us, protecting us. And most of all, it was said, you speak to God, Spirit, your ancestors, whoever, angels, something was wrong with you. Like if you are just having you're speaking, or, people don't realize that you were just praying and, something came to you, and they'll say, oh, what are you doing? And, if you're telling them, oh, well, I was just talking to God or to whoever, and, automatically people think that you're speaking to demonic, demonic, or to Lucifer or whatever. And then you're told, oh, nobody hears you. The thing is, they want Spirit, and now all of them, they want to have a conversation with you. Like if you were there, sitting right with them. They want you to notice the answers they are giving to your questions. If it's a yes or a no, you will get that too. With all the answers, you're asking. It's through, conversations. Say when you're passing by and someone says, and you hear the word yes. Well, that's the answer to your yes or no question. As I said in my other videos, you get them always through signs on sidewalks, music, animals, etc. So, if you don't ask God, Spirit, or your ancestors, etc., how are you going to know yourself what your answers are? Seeing what all of them are doing and telling you to help. Keep doing to make it better. They are always around us, letting you know, especially when you really, really need them. If it does feel like they're giving you a hug to let you know that they're right there. And they want you to know, again, I spoke about this. It all started with Adam and Eve, being tempted and etc. Jesus being chosen by God, to help guide us. And he did much, much more. Jesus' life was also taken. He did that for us. So throughout, the lifetimes, we were supposed to learn. That's not what we're supposed to do. As in being tempted, having innocent ones' lives taken, having ones who are chosen to give, the truth, to guide us, either taken or whatever. To speak about walking with the light and facing the dark without fear, instead of it being naturally done and balanced. It's being forced. God's children are being attacked. Innocent ones are being harmed. And everything repeating for bad reasons, then good. No progress being made where we should be by now. Jealousy, hatred is all being out of control, along with everything else being out of control. Ones are being silenced. No one not being able to, live comfortable. Being with who they're supposed to be. Providing for our families. And even more lies, among other things, are being done to benefit whoever and whatever. This is why Spirit and etc. had enough of all of it. We need to choose to win with God and heaven and learn by naturally to balance light and dark. It's also known, dark isn't just calling entities to get what you want quicker, because, well, it's wrong and you will be punished instantly. It's the bad day for you, that you have to solve. It's an argument that you have to solve. It's all the things that you have to solve to learn from. Everything that's being done naturally. That's what it is, other than being tempted, as in cheating, harming. Those are the biggest lessons to solve and learn. To see if you know not to do it, or do you do it. It's how you learn how to handle it. But anyway, that's what I was guided to put up. And I'm leaving it here to have you think about what I just said. And think about, well, am I going to finish what I'm, finish all of it and put more up? I'll think about that too. Anyway, something to be aware of and to think about. I hope everyone has a great day, night, morning, whatever. And I'm sending lots of love, peace, light, and positive thoughts all around the world. And thank you, everyone. Ciao.